I had to come back and give my 2 cents because there was a couple things that I did forget to say in the video. I was just trying to match the recording with the video that I had made. However, I did not want to leave things unsaid. So when I had showed the trident from the Little Mermaid, I also wanted to break down how the Disney put the truth right in our faces. A lot of these movies put the truth right in our faces, and also just mockery and glorifying it. So we clearly was seeing the mermaids and the mermaids as the marine spirits, and how when, you know, after the flood had came, that they went into the water and they were not able to live on the surface anymore because of the flood. I think the flood was there for a good amount of years. I have to recheck to make sure I know how many years the flood was there. But we know as even as humans, even though they were half humans, children of the Nephilims, the Nephilims and the children of the fallen angels, we always mutate and change into exactly our environment. So they, of course, they might have been all different kinds of creatures and giants and things like that, but over time, you know, they flesh might have, you know, gotten soft and mixed together, and then they had their tails. I'm not sure how it happened, but even with the story of the sirens, and a lot of people was like, the sirens are, you know, mermaids. Some of them are demons, but they are the marine spirits. They lure in men, and even the word succubus with has the word suck in it, so we know that it has a sexual connotation to it, and they lure in men to their death. And there was a lot of testimonies, a lot of different proofs in different cultures, especially in the Haitian cultures, because I know they actually worship and made pacts with this siren spirit, and this mermaid spirit, this marine spirit. And a lot of the people in the church also are aligned with this spirit to have spiritual knowledge. And the not only does the devil run the water kingdom and the marine kingdom, also there is a queen of the coast who runs that, and she dispatches her the marine spirits and the water spirits to go after people and to go after men, exactly, so that they're not able to be in healthy relationships with women, and they're not able to, you know, follow God in the right way, but to steal their spiritual energy and make pacts and contracts and soul binding covenants. So the trident was right there telling us right in our face that that was connected to the devil, because if we notice, it's the same as the pitchfork that they show us in the Hollywood movies. And we never question that, you know, or we never think like, why is the pitchforks the same? Why is it showing us exactly these demons or these spirits, but just making it a cartoon, making it friendly? They want us to get comfortable with these familiar spirits, with these devils, instead of rebuking them. And that's why we became so powerless, because we have brought it into the household. We put it on the big screen and we watch it as entertainment, when it's really showing us our downfall. It's showing us what happened before and things that are going to be happening now, because it said just like in the days of Noah is when Christ will be returning, and these fallen angels have already returned, and they might not be exactly how they were back there as giants, or, you know, creatures, or just, you know, they know how to mask themselves and disguise themselves. Even they said that Lucifer disguised himself as an angel of light. So they have that ability. We have to be aware and just continue to, you know, try to fight in spirit and just do our best. So I'm going to be reading these testimonies from people actually having experiences with these mermaids being abducted, and what their culture teaches them on it that I had put in the video. Go find it. Okay, so in the Haitian culture, the rumor, it says, the rumor I was told was, if you see a woman calling you in the water at the beach in Haiti, don't go, because she's a mermaid and she will take you under the water for years, teach you voodoo, then bring you back ashore. And I've literally watched one video with this one voodoo. They were going to give offerings in the water in the ocean, and you literally see the waves pick up and the water flowing, and I was just like, oh, because I'm like, wow, the power that they have. But I wasn't knowing that the power that they had was demonic power. My aunt got taken from for about a month when she was 13, then brought her back in all white clothing, a dagger and jewelry. She didn't speak for a year after that. When she finally spoke, she said that they told her not to speak or they'd come back for her, but they treated her well. Like, you, once you're in these covenants and these cults and different things like that, and they don't want you to say nothing about it because they don't want to be exposed. But no one wants to be kidnapped, no one wants to be taken and deceived spiritually by creatures that we have power over. God gave us power to trample over serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the earth, and he literally had to drown them because they have ruined their creation. They ruined mankind with their evil wickedness in their ways. But people don't understand that, and then they don't even realize that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Like, whenever we get mad and we're like, oh my God, I just want to hurt my friend and my brother, he did this and that. That's not him, that's the spirit working behind them. So when you target the spirit, then you will target the problem. And so these ghosts, these demons, pretending to be people's loved ones, and people thinking they're worshiping and giving to their ancestors. Oh, my ancestor was a water deity. Like, no, that is a demon that is in the water that is manipulating you. And I hope you know that they want your soul. They can only do things. That's why they attack your body and use your people's body, because they can only do things through the body. They have no body. They cannot live through those different things. So I got a couple more that was saying all dreams, even sex dreams, can be easily connected to things going on in your life, and every character in your dream represents a small snippet of your own personality. So whenever you have those dreams and you recognize the person that you're sleeping with, and you're just like, oh, maybe he just on my mind, he's just so fine. No, that spirit seeing you lusting after that man, and he decided to come in disguise as that person, and that night he was going to go and put the work on you. And I know this sounds crazy, but this is so real. Like, we don't know the lengths and the extents that these spirits really go to destroy humanity, to just take our virtue and our value. It's sad, it's sick, but it is something that we have to be aware of for sure, so we can start to put a stop to it and get our power back and our authority. And then it said we got about 60% of water in us, and we live on land. Y'all really will sit and tell me you're not going to even second guess the fact that there's something out there 100%. Animals and humans live on land, and fish live in water. Y'all don't think it's some type of human form in water? Like, really, we got to think about this. And people have seen many sightings of these mermaids, of these spirits. And it was like, can we start a Haitian story legend of stuff like this? I wonder if all got the same versions. And he said, I know a lady in the hood. My dad is from Ligon. She always told us the story where she was taken to the ocean and don't remember much after that. Everyone thought she was dead. She came back from the same beach a year later. Not a clue of what happened, with a missing finger. See, they just kidnapping people right on the beach. If you got to make sure that you are covered, and God is truly protecting you, because they will try to take you in. Anything that you have on you might be a treasure for them. You see on Little Mermaid, even they was putting the Little Mermaid, the marine spirits, right in our face. She had all trinkets and collectible galore. They literally love to take things as victory of their prey, or a trophy after they're won. If they won you, or if they got something from above, they can't stay up here forever. So they take certain things as souvenirs. Everything about her was the same except her missing finger. The fact that she can eat is the only thing she can eat is watermelon. Wow, she was in the water for so long. She's used to water. Like, we literally adapt to certain things. And someone said there a mermaid took her grandmother. That's crazy. And she said, so basically, this is how the story goes. Some family members on my grandma's side in Haiti do roots. They had to do a sacrifice, so they brought her little sister to the ocean, and the mermaid had to take her. The parents were promised 3 years later to bring her back, as she, um, but she, excuse me. The parents were promised 3 years later to bring her back, but she didn't come back, and they let them see her for that long, literally a minute, then took her back underwater. They changed her into a mermaid when they took her. Mermaids are huge and ugly. They look demonic. They have very long hair, and the tail is very long and sharp. They are not nice at all. They are evil. They are human. They are human form. When they approach, they look very beautiful. Then they transform, and eyes are red and scary. Every year they see her one time only, but the parents passed. That's crazy. See, people out here really doing sacrifices and giving their children up to these spirits. When I said how the people were making fun in the Facebook group chat, just not knowing, thinking, they're just having bomb sex with these demons. And they didn't know that these spirits ran through their family. Like, your great great grandmother could have made a pact with the devil or made a pact with a demon and promised their great great granddaughter, and they had no choice. Their soul was just given up to that spirit because of the contract and the pact that was made. And the only way for you to break that contract and get out of that situation is to turn to God. Stay faithful, stay strong in prayer, break the soul ties, renounce it, rebuke it, do everything you can to make sure that that is not the destiny that you want to have, because it is, you still have free will. It's still in your power. Somebody says my grandma is 84 years old and she's from Jacksmel, Haiti. She told me a story about a mermaid too. This happened back in the day. She said when she was in her teen years, there was this waterfall in Jacksmel that a lot of people didn't like to go to. Women especially like to go there to wash clothes or to shower and bathe or whatever under the waterfall. One day, this man went and he hid somewhere watching the women bathe. And while he was watching them, a lady came out of the water near him. He didn't know she's a mermaid. She asked him why was he watching the women, and he couldn't speak because he was so stunned at her beauty. So she took him down into the waterfall. He disappeared for years without a trace. When he came back, he told the people that he married a mermaid and he couldn't live on land because they transformed him. So he had to go back. That's so sad. Like, they want they you might not even know why you're having so many problems in your life, why things never work out from you, why you can never find a really good man, or why you're not getting married, your finances is struck. It's because these marine spirits, they try to marry you, they try to take that opportunity from you to keep you from having kingdom marriages, and they also steal from you and take all your abundance and prosperity if you let them. Whew. It's crazy out here, for real. And if God isn't on our side, I don't know what we'll do.